We're live. We're live on the air. Hey kids, how you doing? This is Iman, and it is episode 19 of Lamentations of the Martian Princess. And I've just been reading some, source material here. So anyhow, when we last left our intrepid band of heroes, they'd actually split the party, which was pretty cool. I can hear the hounds in the distance, but. If memory serves me right, essentially the beginning of the adventure was spent in a lot of deliberation of what the heck do we do, where do we go, and you guys are kind of split between going to Paragon itself and doing some recon to find out what's going on, like with Kelgarax, because they are interested in the Martian princess, and especially her man Giustino is very interested in seeing what's how the populace is doing, like kind of take a barometer, because a full attack on Paragon would be suicide, but maybe we can get some intelligence. The other thing is apparently there's some weapons of awesome power supposedly in Atalanta, one of the kings to the north that she is laid claim to, but it's like a month away riding wise. So you guys decided the best thing to do would be to split the party. So Jasimba and Thane have gone into the city. And they've brought Yanni with them, and Thane did not feel so well once he entered the city. Some kind of awful magic might be afoot that's only affecting him.
Those enemy sorcerers,
enemy sorcerers, some kind of bug.
Sensitive stomach.
So Jasimba did the best thing he could think of in order to secure lodging and like a supply of cash, is to sell the energy weapon that he had, the blaster.
Yes.
So he sold it to a disreputable arms dealer, because it's kind of illegal to have those things unless you're a member of the guard, that sort of thing. Even though lots of gangsters have them, but he sold it for quite a good sum of money.
I'm getting a reminder of the chest pain I felt when that actually happened.
Yeah, he sold for a good deal of money, and essentially can kind of live like, I'm not going to nickel and dime you. You can live high in the hog for a while.
Yeah.
So you're staying at this wonderful place called the Yarn and Cow.
The Yarn and Cow. Yes.
Yarn and Cow. Yes. Yep. Lovely inn. Not the best in the world, but not the worst. And essentially, Jasimba just stays there the entire time.
Yep. No. I am gathering information.
Information.
Okay. Basting in your own juices, yeah.
Right. So essentially, you've cast ESP. You kind of got like at least the feeling from at least the populace there that were willing to lift their glasses with you, that most people, like if there was an election, if such things actually existed, would probably vote for Alluvia. But they're just kind of, it is what it is. It's more of a reign of fear than a reign of like a benign dictatorship. Yanni, on the other hand, you disguised both Yanni and Thane. Yanni was very concerned about maybe being recognized by Fextor, so you disguised him incredibly poorly. Like it just looks like him, with some shoe polish on his face.
Uncanny. Yes.
You were able to disguise Thane, who was recognized by nobody in that city, as far as we know, really well. Well, he's no longer disguised now, but you really were able to disguise him quite well.
Oh, like Groucho Marx. Yeah.
So mostly, and instead, what Thane tends to do is going out and being rather sick. It's located the Temple of Anu, and then has decided. You guys have been there for 5 days. 5 days have kind of gone by, and you. It ends with Thane just looking for a priest of Anu, finding a priest of Anu. Say, I don't feel well. I'd like to go to the temple. The priest says, would you like to make the sacrifices? No, I just want to feel a part of. You follow him into an alleyway. You decide to lay hands on him because as a paladin of Bela, this actually injures the man. You fail your saving throw. It injures you as well. He reacts very poorly. He pulls a dagger, thinks he's going to kill you, has no idea that you're armored and armed. And he misses, his blade glances off your armor. And then you, with a couple strokes, decapitate the man. And his head goes rolling out of the street. And so you have Thane has the brilliant, being a master of tactics and subterfuge, just yells out, "We're under attack!" Runs into another alleyway, gets some muddy water, washes this stuff off his face. Apparently, I think at the end we kind of got the idea that he was trying to disguise himself once again. But people find him, and the city guard have been, found. Like nobody, like where's the attackers? Where are these people? that you're saying attacked us. And he said they came out of nowhere, and now the city guard wants to speak to you. Meanwhile, what's going on for the other people for 5 days? Parthalion and Bran set off on horses. Illuvia, tells Bran he'll know what to do when he's there, whatever that means. And you set off with Rosalind, because why wouldn't she go on the back of Bran's horse? And with Shankanthus.
And
Shankanthus. And you've got to with Thack. And also with Crispin.
Crispin, yeah.
A shady-looking dude, maybe. That's been hanging in the camp. Probably
Crispin was one of the guys at the camp, right?
Yeah, Crispin. And Crispin, of course, is one of Todd's backup characters.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yes, who I've never played yet, so we'll see.
Right. So Shankanthus and Crispin are kind of like hanging in the background so far.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see that. So what's happened to you guys? Not too much, except you've got about you only got a couple weeks worth of food, so you're obviously going to have to hunt for quite a bit. And finding water so far hasn't been a problem. However, about 5 days in, little less than 5 days in, you come upon a group of refugees, and they're people that are fleeing the city of Paragon, because they only just started letting people in. Apparently, they actually killed anybody who came close because of the plague that was going on. These are people that are originally refugees from Vesta. Turns out one of the guys recognizes Bran. It's that little young man, Pytor, who used to be friends with Thane. And they beg you to help them, maybe take us with you. Bran says, no, we're on a mission. Parthalion says, hey, maybe we can give him like a day's worth of food. Bran says, no, let's give him like a meal's worth. So, and you've given them the advice that like really turn back and just, find Illuvia, throw yourself on her mercy, and just don't tell anybody that you know Thane. And you ride off leaving these people to die. And so that's what's going on.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Did I miss anything?
That sums it up.
I think you've picked the high points. Yes, fine.
So I think it's best to open up with where we left off in this cliffhanger, just to not let people wait any longer. So Thane.
Okay. Ain't that quick.
You've been told the city guard wants to talk to you. Members of the city guard are arriving.
Okay.
Some people there's already another priest of Anu there, like stooping over the dead priest. They killed somebody's killed Minok. This is terrible.
Okay. Thane is kind of walking back and forth, pacing inside the crowd. Has the guard approached him yet?
Oh yeah, there's a couple guards coming up, and there's a person pointing out. Yeah, that's the man right there that came running out of the alley.
Okay. Yes, in the alley there was an armored man. He drew his sword and he struck like lightning. And then Thane runs over there and stalks over there and picks up the head and holds it out. He says, if I must be a harbinger, have you not, and pointing around the crowd, have you not heard of the man who in Vesta brought low the temple, who unshackled the tributes, who banished the abomination, and his armor glistening and he looks up at the sky and sees Jupiter with all the colors of Jupiter. He brought the temple low, and by striking the eye of Anu, and then he stops and glances at the eye on Jupiter.
Yeah, I'll go on.
Pauses for a minute. Okay. It pauses for a minute. And he says,
Oh.
Take me to the priest. I know where he's going to strike next. He's among us. He wore the medallion. The medallion of Bela. Redemption is nigh.
So
He's looking at the guards.
The medallion of Bela, which you still are wearing under your clothes. That medallion.
That medallion? That one?
Ah.
Oh, okay,
yes.
that one. Okay.
okay, yeah. So people are kind of like there was a shock, cry of shock when you lifted up the head of poor Minoc. The other priest that was leaning over him is just like stood back and then like transfixed. Everybody just stops. Like they don't know what to do. They're just watching you for this entire speech. And then one of the guards goes, "I recognize that guy."
Oh no!
Are you kidding me? He was in the world.
That was the guy. That looks. I think. Yeah, he looks a little different, but I swear that's like one of the guys that came in like 4 or 5 days ago with the other guy that was joking about Bela, wanting to worship at the temple of Bela.
Oops.
We escaped from Vesta. We saw what was done there. The man who did it is here amongst you, amongst your people. Take me to the priest so I can let him know.
Oh.
And so the priest that's next to you says, you wish to see the high priest of Anu. And he looks at the guards. The guards are looking at him. They're all looking at each other.
We should know this.
For like somebody to tell the other one what to do. You know, the priest and the guards are just looking at each other like just puzzled. Like, what do we do with this guy?
That thing is still talking to the crowd, trying to whip them up into a little panic.
Lather.
Like the crowd is just looking at Thane like stunned, like just. So finally the guards, the city guards, now there are about four of them, come around here. It's like, yeah, we will take you to the priest, the head priest, and the other priest, you know, that's there. Just looks like yes, we'll take him to the head priest. And they're both looking at each other, like quizzically, the priest and the head of the guards. And one goes, I swear that's him. That's the guy that you that was you, wasn't it?
Yes, you know I came from Vesta. These dates are pretty good, by the way.
And where are your companions? Says one of the other guards. Where are your companions now?
They're at the taking rest at the cow.
Yeah.
No, don't tell him.
I'm gonna need some backup, dude.
No.
I'd
love to hear what you come up with.
You're going to need some backup for that prison jailbreak.
That's what I'm going to need.
Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak.
And so at this point, the head, obviously the head of the guards, looks at the man that said he recognized you. He said, "The yarn and cows. Like, you would recognize these others?" Like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would." Go. And in the meantime, the other 3 guards and the priest start taking you to the temple itself.
Sweet.
Okay, let's
Sweet.
December.
Yes.
All right.
How you doing?
I am fine this evening. How are you?
I'm fantastic. All righty.
I am enjoying my investigations into what's going on in the city, and I have uncovered much. Yes.
Yeah. So during this investigation, a member of the city guard walks in. This is not unusual. Every once in a while, off-duty members have gone to the yarn cow, but this man looks around. He's purposely scanning the crowd, and his eyes like rest on you. And he's striding right up to you.
Okay.
What do you do?
As he comes up to me, I say, I don't swing that way, but if I did, I would be the luckiest man in the world. So, but off with you. And
he stops for a second, like, "Oh, you're a real joker, aren't you? You're a real joker." ever since I first laid eyes on you, you're a real joker.
Contain yourself, please, please. What may I do for you this evening, Constable? Or maybe, no. You look like you're an officer of some sort. I can tell by your bearing. Yes, yes. Where you strode into the room with such command, such presence. Yes. What can I do for you?
Your friend seems to have had some kind of attack. A man is dead. He's claiming there's some kind of man from Vesta, some warrior of Bela, something that's going to come kill us all or break down the temple and all this other nonsense.
Do I look like a warrior of Bela? Please. I am just a simple jewel merchant, just enjoying myself, having some dates, drinking some wine, talking to my many friends here. Are we not many friends here, folks? And I call out to the people in the bar, in the tavern.
Many of whom you bought drinks for. Yeah, so yeah, he's a great guy.
See? Yes, yes. I have nothing to do with these riffraff.
Yes. Well, where's your other friend?
I mean, technically, he's a fit and hale man, right? Because he's
He
not.
is.
Yes, I am a fit.
older-
Yes, but I'm still thinking like a big fat tub of lard, right? I know.
Well, just him that has put on a couple pounds, oddly enough. It's hard to see how that's happened, but
yes. How could that happen? Yes.
Where's the other guy you were with? There were three.
I'm
of
sorry.
you.
I 3. I'm sorry. What do you?
Was
I'm
it
sorry.
your friend that we?
This
Well,
person
we're
you
taking
speak
out
of.
the devil.
I'm sorry. What was his name? This person you speak.
I don't remember. He looked kind of sick, actually. He was all these robes almost looked like a priest of Anu, but not really.
I know not of who you speak. And this third person you speak of, none of these folks I know who you are talking of. No, I am just a simple jewel merchant, enjoying the environs of this great city and the good people of this tavern. Am I not right, my friends? Yes.
Here.
Yes. See?
About this time, the door of the tavern opens again, and in strides Yanni. Hey, Jasimba!
Hello.
I found those special dates you were looking for.
Thank you. Let's put them over there.
And he was like, that's the other guy. Listen,
Oh, him.
Come with me. I think you should two should come with me. We got your friend over at the over at the Temple of Anu. My captain said to go find you guys.
So this was Yanni that walked in, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We're gonna have a talk. Yes. Okay. All right. All right. Well, you know what? I was getting a little bored with the place, anyways. So yes, let's go. Let's go. Sure. Yes, certainly. Lead on. General. Admiral. I'm sorry, I don't know insignia officers or things like that. So just go on.
It gives you this look, and it doesn't even state his rank or his name.
Yep.
And so he starts walking ahead of you. Yanni looks like, what's this all about? This doesn't look good.
It probably isn't.
So why are you following him?
I just want to see what's going to happen. So, yes. Come, let's go. I'm fine. Yanni. I'm fine. You, on the other hand, may be screwed. Okay, I'm just saying.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, anyhow, in the meantime, in the wilderness, how are our people doing? Another day of travel is going on at this point.
And we had like a week's worth of food. Is that correct?
I think it's like 1 or 2 weeks worth of food. I mean, we're talking about hardtack, like pretty basic. So
Yeah. So there needs to be some hunting going on.
Yeah, I guess the plan was that we'd make as much time as we could and live off the hardtack, and then when we ran out, we'd hunt. But this way, we'd move faster, at least on our way to Atalanta.
All right.
I mean, after we let those people to die, we're not gonna be like wasting time hunting, right?
No,
You're Perthalion is along for the ride, right? You people know how to navigate the wilderness.
Hopefully.
Yes.
well, another day's worth of riding has brought you no real no encounters. So you're starting to head through more and more mountainous territory, and the flora and fauna are starting to get different. The trees just look different. The plants look a little different. Even the animals start to look a little bit odder. This is like the Lancan haven't ever ridden this far north before, because by this time it was absolutely Antha territory in Mars 1, the Mars that you're familiar with. But the basic geography, or the and the indigenous life forms are just seeming to look different.
And are these woods or plains, or because we're going through mountains, but the terrain is changing in the mountains?
Yeah, in the mountains, there's definitely some forest type area, but like you're heading down into some more plains, and just it's hard to put your finger on, but the plants just look a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A couple times you see like flying creatures in the air you haven't really seen before. Really large looking things, but they obviously quite high up.
All right.
We must we must be worrying of these creatures.
Do we see? Okay, and that's a question. I guess we should stop and see if there's any unusual tracks of monsters in this area, or does it seem like or horses, right? Or does it seem like it's been deserted?
Yeah, that's a good bushcraft roll, I suppose. Anybody's got a really good bushcraft skill.
All right, it's roll low, right? That's what we're doing on the D6.
Yeah.
All right, I got a 3.
And what's your skill? 4?
4, yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually, the odd thing is you don't notice any kind of like horse or beast of burden sort of tracks. You haven't noticed anything like that in quite some time. Not even human footprints either. Occasionally there's some tracks of definitely looks like at one point like an octophant walked past. But there are some tracks you really aren't able to identify either.
So there are some tracks of animals or whatever that I haven't seen before.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, so I tell the rest. We seem to be traveling where no men or women have traveled in some time. But there are some creatures have been around here that whose tracks I don't recognize. We have to keep an eye out.
We must be wary then.
Will Parthalion do something strange?
Until it's really called for. I'm just looking at polymorph self or something if I need to hunt or defend myself. But for right now, I'm depending on my guides, and we got a little caravan here, so hopefully.
Gotcha. So, meantime, back in the temple. Jasimba and Yanni have been brought in. And Thane, you've been in the temple now for a little bit. You haven't really been given an audience with the high priest as of yet. The temple itself looks fairly similar to the one that was in Vesta. Nothing incredibly remarkable. You don't see any kind of chained up people and giant creature that people are being fed to. Mm-hmm. But other than that, there's the usual kind of symbols of Anu.
Are we in the same chamber together now? Like yeah. Thane and Yanni and I.
Right, yeah.
Is there anyone else around?
There are some guards outside the door the city guards outside the door where you are waiting for the audience with the priest itself.
Okay. All right. Can I tell whether we're being observed or not?
How do you mean to do that?
Say again. I didn't catch that.
I'm sorry. I say maybe my mic's not working very good. Can I tell if anyone's like watching us?
Oh.
Are they listening? I got to put on my other headset, guys. You can't hear my voice good enough.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can?
No,
Okay.
it was just me.
Okay. All right. Because this, for some reason, the mic doesn't work. It's got to use the laptop mic. Okay. So, okay. 5 by 5. Good. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, there's guards outside. Sure. Great. But can I have a private conversation with Thane? Like, do I feel confident in having a private conversation with Thane?
We don't. Doesn't seem like anybody's looking in at you.
Okay.
You have to really kind of. I mean, there's nothing you can really tell in the room that's obvious that somebody's peeking in or listening or anything like that.
Okay. All right. So I will look over my shoulders, and then look at Thane, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, friend Thane, where have you been? I have been worried sick about you, my friend. And I rush towards him, and I hold him close to my bosom and hug him in a very, very deep man hug that might get a little awkward after a while. Okay, but anyways,
whenever you enter the door and I hear you chirp up like that, Thane turns his head and says, "Come, my friends," and then you come aggressively. So he kind of backs off.
No, don't. It is me, really. Come on.
Listen, I told them.
Group hug.
I've let them know that Bela's Avenger is here. I need to sow discontent among the population. I need to have them worried so we can do what we need to do. They need to be paranoid. And I have a job to do. We are in the temple now. Yes. I have an audience with the high priest.
Yes. And what was your thinking after that?
Just watch my back.
Oh, I will.
Yes.
I will.
Mm-hmm. And Yanni looks at you just he's going to get us all killed.
I know.
I believe I have the key to the gate.
What gate?
What have you found out?
Oh, many. I can't talk about all the things that I have found out now. We don't have the time.
You've been sitting in that inn.
Yes. Gathering information. I am like a spider in the middle of a web.
Get you out of that inn.
I'm sorry, what?
It took you an escort of guards to bring you out of that inn.
Yes, exactly, my friend. It took an escort of guards to bring me out of there. That's how much I was dedicated to my job of gathering information.
But nevertheless, whenever the high priest comes in, I'm expecting the audience with him soon. They bring you in here too.
Yes. No, they did not bring me in. No, they did not bring me in here. I came searching for you.
Just
because I care. I care.
Yes.
Yanni said, do not bother. He's
yes,
probably dead.
I sent the guards to retrieve you. So I know.
Oh.
The guards brought you here.
Oh. Well, colored me awkward. Yes. All right. Well, anyways, carry on.
We'll see what goes down.
Yes, please. Yes.
So an acolyte of Anu enters the room. The city guard is outside. The high priest will see you now. Come.
All right.
Okay. I give a little wink to Chothaka and turn on my heel and start
Chothaka.
Follow.
Chothaka. That's good.
Okay. Following the acolyte.
Yes. I'll be waiting right
Watch
here. Yes.
Watch my back.
Well, all the way as you enter the temple sanctuary, and yes.
Okay. I nod assuredly and follow the acolytes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And in the meantime,
I got you back. I got you back.
so the acolyte takes Thane up to see the high priest. In the meantime, the captain of the guard comes in to speak to Simba and Yanni.
Okay.
So Thane, you're brought to an area where the high priest himself actually is. There's a few other important looking priest type dudes in the vicinity. Some obviously guards of the temple of Bela. The city guards have also accompanied you as well. And the man looks at you. He's rather stern looking. Yes. So what do you have to tell me? I have all kinds of strange tales, and I have a dead priest.
Yeah.
And you, I hear, were the only witness.
I am here to give you news, let you know what needs to be said. And Thane's eyes flash a little bit red, and he narrows his eyes and slants them toward the guards on either side, getting a position of what's going on. You said a couple of guards and two other priests. Is that what we're looking at? And the high priest in the center?
Yeah.
Okay. What's his position? Is he seated? Is he standing?
Oh, he's seated.
Okay. He's seated?
Yeah, a couple other priests there, a couple guards of the temple, and 2 city guards as well. So you're in a room with quite a few men. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I take a couple of steps up to his throne where he's seated at, and I glance both ways. Is it almost if it's in secret? Can we speak alone? What I have to tell you does not need to be privy to other ears, prying ears.
Well, let's see.
They've already told you that the man I saw, that I claim he is a knight of, and I look both ways and whisper, Bela.
A knight of Bela.
Yes. He is in our midst now. He is in this city. I saw him. He took the head of your priest. And I now realize why he's here. He's the one who struck the eye in Vesta and took down the temple. Have you not heard?
I heard that the temple was destroyed, but I know not how that happened.
Yes. I was there. We had to escape. We had to leave Vesta after the temple fell. And
I know Pelgarax wanted the eye. The eye of Anu has only been a legend.
Yes. We'll hear tell it was struck, and that's what brought the temple down. And this warrior, he's now in the city. He's now in the city, and I know where he's going to strike. Are you
Where
sure?
is that?
And I look both ways. Are you sure we cannot speak alone?
Well, you're gonna have to make a charisma roll for this one. Roll 2 dice, and
Well, I got
both of them are under 8, or 8 or below.
All right. All right. And the lowest one is a 5. 17 and a 5.
So that's a failure.
Yeah. All right. He's not buying it.
He's not buying that you can speak alone.
Okay. He backs up. If I must, he's looking for the gate of Anu. To traverse to the gate. Is it not here?
Anu's gate. No, Anu's gate is not here.
Is the gate not here?
Of course it isn't. Anu's gate is up there, in the sky, on the moon.
Okay. Thane's eyes flashes a little bit Yeah. On the moon.
Off the moon, at the Azzy base.
The Azzy base. That is where he's going to strike.
How? Is he a wizard? A sorcerer?
I know not what powers that he can be granted through his deity, or how he's going to achieve this. I wait to find out.
He looks at you. He says, I will speak with you again. And what is your name?
My name is, and he says, all right. He starts to, he says, yeah, he'll back up and say,
yeah.
Bob?
No, he cannot take this.
With a question mark at the end. Bob?
All right.
Oh, Lord.
My name is Thane.
Thane.
Thane Koja.
Thane Koja. And we will speak again, Thane Koja.
Okay. Oh.
In the meantime, yeah,
well done.
In the meantime, the captain of the guard has just been grilling Jusimba and Yanni about their friend, about how they entered the city, about the joke they made about Bela.
Joke about Bela? Please. No. Who would do that? I mean, come on.
And the other guys was like, you did. I was there. I remember that. You said, if you're here to worship at the temple of Bela.
It was a slip of the tongue. I assure you. I mean, Bela, Anu, I mean, really, they sound a lot alike, really, okay? They have consonants, they have vowels in their words. I mean, an easy mistake. Anyone can make that.
All right. Having been tortured listening to you gibber and jabber for like a good 45 minutes while Thane was having his audience, they finally let you all go.
Oh, good.
With the instructions to remain at the Yarn and Cow, and that they will probably come back for you at some point.
Don't leave town, see?
Actually, I need to play the character true, so Thane's not going to, after he says that Thane Koja, he's going to start to turn around and halfway think about it, and his hand's going to go to his pommel of his sword.
Oops.
And he's going to crank his head back over and stare at the high priest. His eyes are going to flash a little red. And he's going to unsheath his sword. And he's going to hold it up in the air. And as he's pulling it up to strike, it was 2 steps in closer to the high priest. He's going to say, by the power of Bela, I have the power. So, you want to roll for initiative?
Oh, dear Lordy.
It's the high priest of Anu, man.
It's a high priest of Anu.
It's a good chance. They're not going to get a second chance to kill him. So
that's fantastic. Yeah, of course we're going to roll for initiative.
Yeah. Is it D6?
D8 in your case.
All right.
Let's see. Well, we've got the High Priest. I'm going to roll for. He gets a 4. And we're going to roll for the guards. And they have a 7.
Okay, I got a 6. So right between that.
Okay. So High Priest is unarmed and steps back. And let's see. What does our High Priest do?
He's sitting down, right?
Huh? Yeah. He is sitting down. So let's see what our High Priest does here. Let me see if there's anything. My goodness. All right. Well, yeah, he's going to cast a spell. He's going to start chanting. Chanting something, but hold on for 1 second. And forgive me, I just want to make sure I know exactly what this works, but yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, he sent some mysterious symbols. Kind of a bluish glow flashes around him. Okay, your turn.
All right. Coming on down straight. 2d20.
2d20, that's right. But this ain't no Star Trek or Conan.
All right. Hopefully, I'll spew a little vomit out while I'm doing it. Oh man, an 18 and a 7. What'd you say?
18 and a 7. Okay, well the 7 doesn't hit. So you swing your sword at him, and he jumps out of the way.
All right.
And now the guards are attacking. You've got 2 city guards and two other guards. The other priests are just doing nothing. They're just freaking out. But you are in your plate mail, are you not?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your armor class?
It was 19. Well, no, it'd be 18. 19 with the shield.
Okay,
18.
yeah. So only one of them really even connects, and it just clangs upon the armor itself.
Okay.
What's going on? Sorry, I had to step out there for a minute.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, so yeah, Jasimba's like, like being told we're gonna need to watch you and all that, and all of a sudden, Jasimba, you hear some kind of commotion going on.
Oh no!
And the other,
so great that you stepped out just now.
You're walking out of the room, and you hear like what's like obviously coming from like upstairs, this commotion.
Oh, I would hope it hadn't come to that, but all right. Hark! I hear a commotion, guard. What do you suppose that is? And at that moment, I will try to cast sleep upon him, if I may. If I may.
Yeah. There's like two or three of them actually. But
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So.
That works. I don't believe they even get a save. I think we had that discussion before.
It's been so long, I can't recall.
Yeah, I think it's
level 3.
Yeah.
Sleep causes magical slumber to come upon a creature with 4+1 or fewer hit dice. Can only affect one creature if it has 4+1 or more hit dice, but the spell will otherwise affect creatures totaling no more than 2d8 hit dice. So, depending on which version of the spell, right? One creature or or the others, or a bunch of creatures. Apparently, I don't think there's any save. I don't know.
No, I don't believe in this particular version there's a save. And like with three guys, you're knocking them out. You don't need to roll.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
You just drop all these fellows.
Okay. All right. Well, time to go save Thane. And I will turn around and head back that way towards the commotion.
Save Thane. And Yanni, okay, ridiculous. Yanni pulls out this blaster he's been hiding.
Jeez. Do you know how much money we could have got for that blaster, Yanni?
Selling mine. And he starts running up the stairs. Okay.
All right, lead on, Yanni. Lead on.
Great on. Okay, well, great.
Right behind you.
It's initiative time again.
Oh.
Our high priest is on a 2. The guards are on a 5. Thane is on a 6.
Okay.
Thane's on a 6.
I'm going to cast a spell. I'm on a 12, right?
Yes, you rolled a 12.
Okay. And I rolled a 10.
All right. And we'll just do for Yanni. Yanni's on a 3. So, okay. So, our priest. Let's see. What is our priest going to do this time? Our priest realizes that you're wearing armor.
Uh-oh. Can you feel the heat?
Your armor, the metal parts of it, are becoming warm.
Okay. Gee whiz.
And so is your sword. Warm. It's like, gee, that's kind of weird. It's and you're on a what? What you're on 6?
I'm on 6. Yeah, myself. The guards are on 5.
Okay. Yanni bursts into the room because Yanni's on a 3.
Pew pew.
Yanni bursts into the room and he just starts shooting. And he's rolled a 5, so he pretty much shoots past Thane's head.
Stormtrooper.
Blam.
Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper. And now what do the guards do? Let's see. Well, 2 of the guards are attack Thane, and 2 of them, you're at 18? I'll say so. Okay. And then 2 of them are turning their attention onto Yanni now. One of them hits you. One of them hits Thane for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
With a mace. One of the fellows guards. And Yanni himself, let's see. One of them has taken up a knife on Yanni, and actually will hit him for a point. Okay, so Yanni said uses some mojo to only get scratched.
Mm-hmm.
But now it is Thane's turn.
All right, I'm still focused on the high priest.
Okay.
Okay, I got 2 17s.
Yes.
You got 2 17s.
Yeah.
Okay. You can roll that.
Nice.
All right.
As I was about to say, man, this disadvantage die is killing you, and then yes.
Yeah.
And now you got to roll 2d8 and take the lowest.
Oh crap! I forget about that. Jeez. Yeah.
Come on, you're on a roll. 2 7s. Come on.
Dude, I just rolled 2 8s. No joke.
Yes!
Look.
Nice. Nice.
That's crazy.
That's 9 points of damage. That's 9
Well, it's +4, so that's, what is it? 12. So
it's what? What's your
12 hit points is what?
That's 12 hit points?
Because of the
eight.
modifiers? Yeah.
Wait a minute. 8 plus. No, sorry. I was adding the +3, which I didn't add to that 17. So the strength mod would be +1, so that's 9.
Right, 9. Oh, but he's a high priest of Anu too. Yeah, you just killed this guy.
Yeah.
I forgot. You've got a bonus against things.
You're being broiled alive, and your armor has just become worth it, my friend.
Okay. So you just how does he die exactly?
I'm going to yeah, I'm going to decapitate him. Saying I want his head to fall in his lap and him just hold it there like a little kitten.
Okay, now Jacinda, it's your mode of hard.
Okay, so Yanni has pew-pewed, and Thane is in the middle of his rapturous decapitation. Yes, and is there really anything for me to do? I mean,
there are 3 other guards in the room, or no, 4 of the guards in the room.
Are they focused on the others?
They are. They're focused on Thane, and they're focused on Yanni. Yeah.
All right, so I will attempt to. Can I attempt to cast sleep on them?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, then I shall do so.
Okay, you drop the rest of them, and the acolytes as well. Well, roll 2d8. Let me see how many hit dice you actually take out. But,
all right, that's fair. That's fair. 6.
Oh yeah, so you drop them all.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
It's quiet in the Temple of Anu for the moment.
I walk up to Thane. Shh. Welcome. Yes. You are welcome.
Yeah. And he looks at you over his shoulder or whatever, and because he just made the killing blow, and he's holding his medallion out. His cloak is already kind of disrobed. He took that off, in a flourish when he was turning around, and yes, he is dead. The high priest is dead, and he looks around and. Thank you, my friends, for coming to my aid. You had my back. Thank you, Joe Thacker. And then he walks over there and picks up his cloak and puts it back on. Now we must make our leave.
Yes. Before they start snoring. Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah,
Let us go. Let us go.
Well, he's walking over and he punctures the acolytes, with a sword into their.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm impressed. This new you is so.
Well, remember when I slit the throat of everybody in that cave?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll see his eyes flash a little red.
In the meantime, you realize that Jacinda, like watching this, you realize that Yanni has slit like every city guard's throat that's sleeping.
Oh, my heart is warmed to. I am filled with a joy that has no name.
But Yanni is going through their pockets.
Good man. Good man. Yes.
Okay. So, do you guys go to ground? What do you do?
At this point, if there's any tapestries, you might as well set the place on fire.
Yeah.
It's made of stone.
Yes.
No. Why hold back?
Why hold back?
Yeah, I'm looking around the room. I'm looking if there's any.
Can we just slink into the night and disappear? I mean, I know that's kind of out there, but I thought I'd throw that out there for you.
Yeah, okay. And then walk away and don't even look back. That's what I want.
Yes, exactly. Let's just walk away and don't look back. All right.
Okay. What about my armor? Is it still heated up? Feel like I'm in a microwave, or is it just? Oh.
Yeah. What happens if the caster dies here?
Oh.
Let me consult my little digest size. Lamentations book.
Well, let's tell you. Let's tell you what. Let's
Yeah. Wait.
Let's
see what happens.
Let's say it's 50-50.
Oh, okay.
Maybe his death will stop this. Okay, so it didn't. So your armor you're taking 1d4 hit points of damage right now as your armor is getting very hot. and your sword is very, very hot.
Did you ever see the movie China Syndrome?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Here's things talking around, and my armor is boiling hot.
Okay, you take 2 points of damage just now.
All right. 2 points.
Yeah.
Must leave because he feels like it's an extra added benefit of being in the temple.
Okay.
-2. 14.
What do you got now for hit points?
14.
14. Okay. Well, you're not taking your armor off, are you?
Yeah, I'll be interested in leaving. I probably would have
Okay.
thought about destroying the temple, but the armor's killing me. So I'm
Yeah,
thinking I
okay.
need to get away from the temple to let it calm down.
All right. Well, now it's scorching. And so you've just taken another, let's see, taking another 5 points of damage.
The good news is that the armor will set the temple on fire eventually.
Yeah, I thought about leaving.
Your armor and your sword are like scorching hot. They're continue to be scorching hot for some time. So, you're.
Well, I mean, as far as me being able to bear it,
It's going to kill you.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. When I step out of the temple, that you know what I mean. If it don't dissipate when the further away I'm from his body, I'll start removing it because I'm thinking the temple is causing.
Okay. All right. So like just
keep rolling damage, and you say when. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm out of the temple, you know, however long.
All right. So I'm stripping this armor off like in a frenzy. You take 4 more points of damage, and then it's off you.
So I am in an alley outside of the temple. All right.
You're with the speed this is going on, you're like literally walking out of the temple and just shucking this stuff off you.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, geez, man, I can't leave that crap behind. -4, so I'm down to 10.
Yeah. You're taking 1 and then 5 and then another 4. So yeah, you're taking like 10 points of damage just from this armor getting heated up.
Good grief.
Right. It does glow cherry red for a little while longer, and then you can see it just kind of start to like cool back down, and your sword is going back down.
So, I lay hands on myself while I'm out there. I do a little handling maneuver, and
for 2 points of damage, hooray!
Oh man, you're killing me with this.
What? No. I mean, you're healing 2 points of damage.
Oh, okay. I thought you were nickel and diming him to death. Okay. Like, wow, hardcore.
Yeah, you may lay on hands 1 more time today, seeing as you're 3rd level. The first one was not very successful, but
okay. Well, I'm gonna hit in the. I'm obviously hurting pretty bad, so a little alleyway over to the side, and I've already shucked my armor, so I'll wait and. Well, where's Joe Thacker and Bob, or whatever his name is, Yanni?
Yanni's coming out.
No, we are like the night. We have just slunk into the shadows.
Well,
yes.
I'm like burnt to a crisp. So I'm slathering on some aloe vera and some
vitamin E.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I do. I try to heal myself up, retrieve my armor, and slink away if I can make a stealth roll back to the you're
able to get back. You're able to get back to the Yarn and Cow.
Yarn and Cow. That's a good one.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to lay down on that bed.
Okay. What I can tell you.
Gotta step out, guys. Sorry.
Yep.
My son.
Yep. What I can tell you is that you guys can go to ground for several days, and you hear that somebody's killed the high priest, but so far nobody's really brought it back to you. But there's an awful lot of talk in the Yarn and Cow about this. I imagine you're probably hearing this mostly from Yanni as you're resting in your bed, trying to heal back up from all that. So that's which is going to take a few days. In the meantime,
Anyway, go ahead.
Our intrepid group of explorers continues to move further north towards Atalanta. The flora and fauna become stranger and stranger. You start to pass these pools of like purple tar, like bubbling. Every once in a while, you'll pass a pool of that. There are also some just very bizarre plants that stand about 6-7 feet tall. They're kind of cylindrical, grayish on the outside, about 2 or 3 times as thick as a man is wide, with several like undulating things on top, which are about like 6-8 feet long. They're tentacles, maybe, but they're iridescent. There's like 50 or 60 of them on top of one of these things. There's like trees, but no trees you've ever really seen before.
Are they swaying to the wind, or do they seem to be moving independently?
They seem to be moving independently.
I say we keep our distance. Have you seen such manner of creatures before, Brian?
I'm assuming I haven't, right?
No, this you haven't.
No, but it seems like they're some sort of predator.
And this is still up in the mountains, right? We haven't descended to the plains.
You're starting to descend into the plains themselves now.
Okay.
So we'll try to stay out of the reach of those tentacles. Always a good option.
Yes. Keep some weapons handy in case we stray too far. Perhaps we should light torches?
If they're plants, they may be vulnerable to fire. Not a bad idea.
So I will, I will procure a torch and using. I don't have anything fiery memorized, so we'll light it the old-fashioned way with flint and steel.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'll carry one of the torches just in case.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean,
and perhaps we should dismount and lead the horses through this area. I mean, is there room between these things?
Yeah. So far, they seem to be kind of just every once in a while you'll see one.
Oh, okay.
Definitely areas though where they get more. It seems to be thicker.
Yeah. So because if we're forced to cross an area where they're like overlapping, then we'll be more cautious. Otherwise, I suppose if we give them wide berth, they should be right. It should be all right.
That's the plan. Try to stay away from them.
So far, you're able to do that without a problem. As you continue to ride, it's been several more days go by. At one point, your suspicion that they might be predators is actually verified as a rather like a medium-sized kind of a hexapodal lizard-like creature strays too close to one of them, and you see some of these tentacles whip out. This creature goes completely stiff, and then they lift it up, and the entire thing envelops it.
Like some sort of sea anemone or something, right?
Yeah.
It stung it, and then
engulfed it.
Engulfed the whole thing.
Wow, they're really dangerous. We must proceed cautiously.
And on the, let's say it's about the night of the 10th day, your fire's been prepared, and it's twilight. His hunting has been successful, so you're eating some kind of delicious hexa something.
There's a leg for each of us. So
yeah, there is. You start to hear a strange, like moaning sound, almost as if it's wind. But you look and you see the wind is like whipping up near you, but only where you are. Like a little further away, there's no, it doesn't seem to be any wind blowing. It seems to be very, very localized. And you start to see figures start to materialize out of the sand as it's swirling around.
What foul sorcery is this? Bartholomew gets up and starts looking around. See if we can get a good look at these creatures, or at least how many they are, or something.
And they seem to be vaguely man-shaped. Some of them look like almost like Tharks. Some of them look like men. Some of them look like Scarens or Antha, but they seem to kind of change. But their bodies seem to be like formed almost completely out of sand. And there are 4 of them.
And I'm guessing they're closing on us.
They are.
All right, let's get ready to shoot them.
All right, I need everybody to save versus magic.
Ooh.
But don't use your intelligence modifier. Use your charisma modifier.
Which is a big 0.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Crispin and Shang to do this as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Crispin has. I'm sorry. Roll for what?
A save versus magic, but just a real save, and just add your charisma modifier if you've got one.
Yep. Okay.
I'm thinking a 6 is not enough.
It is not.
Well, in that case, a 5 will not work.
No.
I rolled a 14, and it's probably not enough. But hey.
No. Okay. Well, it's a partial.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. All right. So there's 4 creatures: Rosalind, and what's his face?
Thak.
Somebody help me. Thak have also failed. And it is initiative time.
All right. So please just tell us again what's happening, because I was just reading something here, so I was a little distracted.
4 weird creatures are materializing kind of out of the wind or the sand, was it?
Both, yeah. Wind in the sand.
Yeah. And they kind of change shape. We can't tell if they're Tharks or humans or Scarens, or they keep... we don't know what they are.
All right. Okay.
So...
They're on a 1. They rolled very well.
Well,
I'm on a
it's going
6.
to be like that.
Longbow.
6.
Any missile weapons are D4.
I rolled a 1 as well. So
You did. Okay. Well, all right.
on a D4, because I'm shooting at them until they get close.
Okay.
I'm on an 8, so...
What a big.
All right, Graham. Well, you get to go first because you're on a 1.
All right, so level the blaster and blast.
Okay.
I rolled another 14 on the die, so that's 14 plus 5, 19 to hit with a missile weapon.
Okay. You hit one of them, and it just dissipates in a puff of sand.
That may be good, or it may not be good. We'll know soon.
Okay. Anybody else on a 1?
I was hoping that it would, like, a splotch on his chest would turn to glass, and then we'd go.
Shang's on a 1. Okay, go ahead.
He's on the one with his longbow. He's standing there on this little rock perch, looking like drunken Dan with the wind whipping through his dreadlocks. There we go.
He's got dreadlocks. Though,
I love your description, Sal. It's great.
That's 18 total.
Okay. So one of the ones, if you hit with an arrow, is that it?
Yeah.
It just like vanishes in like a puff of sand.
Really weird.
All right. There's 2 of them, and who are they going to attack? Let's see. Who are they not going to attack? Are they not going to attack Rosalind? Are they not going to attack Crispin? Or are they not going to attack the other dude? They're not going to attack Crispin. How about that? Okay, cool.
Good.
One does attack Rosalind, and one attacks the other guy. The one that attacks Rosalind, yeah, she takes 3 points of damage.
Oh,
Ouch.
Jeez.
Alrighty. That's who goes on a 1.
Wow.
Wow. So what's next? Me? On an 8?
I'm on
Anybody
6.
else? You're on a 6?
Oh, okay. There we go.
Crispin is on a 6. All right. So Crispin will draw his rapier, throw back his little cloak, and he will move forward to save the young lady from a dire situation that she is in.
Nice.
I will attack the sand.
Go ahead.
All right. Here we go. And I roll a. So add my strength modifier, which is 0 to that, and that would be 4.
4. Okay. That is a whiff.
Oh no.
That is a whiff. Okay.
Surprisingly, yes. All right.
All right. Rosalind and the other fellow also attempt to attack with no rolling a 5 and a 6 respectively, with no luck. Pulling out their blasters, mostly just shooting air. Okay, it is initiative time again.
Right.
They are also there on a 1 again.
Yeah, I was gonna cast a spell,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but given the circumstances, and now Crispin is engaged in hand to hand, so I will, cease weaving the spell and not cast it. So initiative again. Yeah.
Oh no, you've got an action. I don't want to take your action away from you. So what do you do instead?
Oh, can I change it?
Oh yeah.
Or hold it, maybe.
I might as well throw a dagger. Or you know what? I'm gonna draw my pistol and try to shoot the other one, who's not engaged in combat with Crispin. Is what I'm gonna do.
What could go wrong when the wizard actually shoots one of those blasters?
Throw some missile.
Say again?
I can't see a problem with that. No, go ahead.
That is a 4 plus 1 is 5. So that misses.
It blows past Crispin's head, even though for some reason, even though it was nowhere near, the one you were shooting at was nowhere near Crispin, it manages to blow past his head. All right, it's initiative time again. Right. They're on a 1 again, so.
Yep.
4.
Okay, so.
Anybody else on a 1 or no?
No.
Miss House is 4. Hang on, let me I had the wrong die here. Okay, no.
Dang, Kentos is on 1.
You're on a 1 again, Jay?
It's a D4. I mean, it was 25% odds both times.
Okay, right on. Well, you're just in time to if you'd like to attack the one that you attacked before, which is rematerialized in front of you.
Oh man, good grief!
It's much closer now.
That's a waste of an arrow. I'm going to.
This is the last chance you're actually going to be able to use an arrow on it because it's like really close. It's like close range.
Use an arrow on it. It's just going to dissipate and reform. At least that's what Shane's thinking. So somebody just got hit for a 3, right? For 3 points.
That'll be Rosalind. Yep.
Rosalind, and she winced that in pain. Well, how close is she to me? I jump off my rock.
Yeah.
And grab her to pull her away from it to safety. Okay. Because obviously she's getting a lot of she's got caught up in the
wait. I was trying to save the young lady right now, okay? I mean
so you're yanking her. You're yanking her out of that's what you do. You're yanking her out of the way. Okay, well then her defense is gonna be much better because you're yanking her out of the way.
Fine now.
Yeah, your defense is gonna be worse, but hers is gonna be better. Good to know.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool. All right, they're on a 1 also.
All right.
So let's see. One's attacking Shang. One's attacking Rosalind. Shang, what's your armor class?
Oh, armor class?
Yeah.
I think he has one. No, it's 15.
It's a 15.
So wait,
okay.
hang on. The one that Shang hit came back. So it's 3 of them now?
That's 4.
It's 4 of them. Yeah, so they all came back. Oh, okay, that's great.
They just rematerialize. They just moving out the way.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's say Shang takes 4 hit points, and so does Rosalind.
And so does Rosalind. Good. Oh, from when I jumped on her.
Yeah, these things are just like clawing you and everything. You can feel the sand, like just kind of biting into your flesh.
Gee whiz.
And for some of those made of sand, seems to have in completely solid form. Shang, you just see like the face of like this torture-looking face that's like sort of human, and as it kind of like shifts from human to like Thark to something else.
So you're saying 4 points of damage? Sorry.
Yeah, 4 points of damage.
We got it. Second was first level.
Okay, yeah. In the meantime, let's see who else is going to get attacked here, or who's not going to get attacked. Will it be Parthalion? Will it be Bran? Or will it be that other guy? It will be Parthalion will get attacked, but Bran will. And Bran, what's your armor class?
My armor class is 18.
18. Okay. Well, you do take 2 points of damage from one of these creatures, just like jumping on top of you. And let's see, our other pal. Oh dear.
What?
I'm just seeing how many hit points. That I think Thak has gone down.
Uh-oh.
One of these creatures on top of him now, just like kind of ripping, as he's taking his full range of hit points.
His body just rolling around.
Yeah. Okay, so that's their move.
Getting welted up.
Anybody on that too?
Burn.
Yeah, I'm on 2.
Okay.
All right, so Bran is gonna take the penalty for switching weapons to his sword, and he's gonna ignore the guy attacking him and go help out Ross, even though there's this new heroic guy. But he can't just let her die.
Everybody's like it's trying to save the woman. Okay.
All right, that's 16 plus 6 minus 2 is 20.
Okay, you do hit it, and your sword cleaves through this thing, and it just poofs in a puff of sand. Now there's another one right there. You can attack again. You can attack the other one.
That's right. That's 15 total.
Okay. And that hits. Okay, so that other one has just been puffed again. So you've just like 2 of them have just completely dissipated.
Right.
For now, at least. Yeah.
What level are you?
I'm 3.
Level 3. There's 2 more. You're such a whirling dervish right now.
Within reach, I can attack once more, right? It's 1 per level, no?
Yeah.
So, all right, that's 17 plus 4, 21.
Yeah, poof. You've taken 3 of them, just like sand spraying everywhere. All right. Anybody on a 3?
Yeah, I'm on a 3.
Okay.
There's just one, right? But
Just one right now.
that one is engaged in battle or with Crispin or no? I kind of lost track there with the multiple attacks by.
I was one that tried to kill Crispin, but didn't.
Yeah,
Crispin
so
was
it's
too fast and too deft. But his accent threw it off. He's like, what language is that?
What's that?
Yeah, but my point is, it's engaged in combat with him.
Yeah.
So we're pretty screwed because we don't seem to be hurting these things.
In the immortal words of Doctor Who, run.
That's what I'm thinking, but you know what? I'm not gonna do anything this round. I'm gonna shift my strategy because it's not worth even shooting them. I might hit Crispin, so I don't shoot.
Away.
I sheath my pistol and I begin to cast a spell. That's what I'm going to do.
Go ahead, go cast it. Go ahead.
Can I cast the same round? Is that fine?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So this looks pretty extreme, and I'm gonna do something extreme, which is what I always do when things get bad.
Do it.
So I'm gonna cast Shape Change again,
Right.
or at least try to. And of course, I haven't cast any spells during the day. My hit points are full, but it's a 9th level spell, and I'm level 3 as a magic user. So
yeah, let's see. Let's step it.
Yeah. So tell me the penalty so that I can cancel it with or at least try and mitigate it with my magic points for today.
Yeah, I'm looking here. I just want to. I'm gonna say -2. Because you got all your spell points available. Yeah. So no, you've casted before.
Yeah.
You casted before, so that's actually -1.
Ooh. Okay. So, but I still got to hit a 15 to cast it. So I'm going to spend all 6 magic points. One. How does this work? If I spend my 6.
You're spending them to cast it. Plus, I mean.
Okay.
You're kind of...
So I still rolled penalty of -1.
Yeah, because your intelligence, like it should be like -3, but your intelligence, knocked out a couple of those. So yeah.
Okay. So here we go. Come on, baby. Oh shoot, that's 12 -1 is 11. So that's a partial.
That's a partial.
Yeah.
That's good. So what are you changing into? That's what you're.
Oh, luck. Hang on. But
okay.
if I roll the luck, I need to keep.
Yeah, the next one.
The second one.
The second one, yeah.
Oh, so I need to keep.
Yeah.
Let's chance it. Why not? This is why we are playing this game.
Okay.
Or at least this is why I am playing this game.
Right.
Here we go.
Oh my.
So another 12 because that's how life is.
Okay.
So my intent was once more to cast the shape of a dragon, right? Because my train of thought is if I can shapeshift into a dragon, I can grab these guys and try and get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Well, I'm away with change, yeah.
All right. All you got to do is roll a d6. Let's see what your partial save problem is.
Survey says 3.
3. Oh
Yes.
dear. Okay.
Oh, crap.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, that's interesting. All right. Cool. All right. I know what to do here because it's a partial. So that means let's take a look here. I need you to roll me a d10.
D10. Oh, where are my D10s? Oh, here they are. And 5. It's
Okay,
down
5.
the middle.
All right.
It's
All right,
down the
hold
middle
on.
today.
All right. So then I need you to roll me a. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to get this table here because. All right. So and then I need you to roll me a d6.
D6.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, not d6. Sorry. I'm sorry. A d20.
Ooh, D20. Survey says 2. I have a bad feeling about that too. I don't know.
Wow.
Oh,
All
man.
right. Wow, that's so cool.
This one.
So you turn into a dragon.
Okay.
Oh, that again?
You turn into a dragon. What are you doing now as a dragon? This doesn't seem to impress these.
So I will try to speak as the dragon. I don't know if that's possible or not.
Yeah,
But I'll
yeah.
say, climb onto me. We will fly away from here.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Did he just say that to us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Creepy.
What's wrong with your voice?
Because, oh, So I'm not actually turning into a dragon.
Yes, you are. You are.
Is he really
Okay.
talking like that, or is he like?
No,
It's
you're
a huge
fine.
freaking dragon, right?
Oh, all right,
So-
that's all right. That's all right.
Rumbling in there.
All right.
Yeah, that's nice. Shank will be getting up and pulling Roz up with him, since they both, he took crap on her on the ground.
Actually,
Right.
I will be helping the young lady to mount the great beast. Yes, get her up there. There we go. I will. There we go. Push her up from below. There we go. All right.
All of you, stop messing around and move.
All right.
That's Bran shouting at these guys to stop messing around.
All righty.
We're all trying to help her up.
So Brad.
Everybody is getting on top of Parthalion.
Hello?
Yeah, Bran actually takes advantage of the situation and actually runs for his horse.
You're gonna put a horse in a dragon?
No,
Oh,
He's not coming. Yeah.
he's going to follow along on the horse,
okay.
hoping
Okay.
he can outdistance these things.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
I'm up on dragon.
Then yeah, we're gonna take Brand's gonna take one more attack, but let's see, everybody else is getting on this dragon here. One of them actually is able to just nick Brand as he's getting on the horse for 4 points of damage, but you're able to, the horse goes into high gear. The other horses that you had are being pursued by the creatures running in various different directions. So here's the thing: you fly off.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Do they climb up? Do the creatures follow? Because I might try to backtrack and see if they follow along, and try to come at me so I can breathe at them.
Oh
But-
yeah, no, a couple of them are coming after you. A couple of them are coming after you. A couple of them are going after Bran.
Okay, so I'll try to backpedal, right? And when I got them in front of me, I'm going to try and breathe fire on them.
Right. They just absolutely just dissipate in a hail of sand, and then start to rematerialize slowly.
Oh, damn it! Well, I guess that's that.
Yeah.
So I fly away. Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing. So you fly away with your Bran. You're riding your horse full speed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're flying. How many rounds is this thing gonna, or how long are you gonna be?
Half an hour.
Half an hour.
Yeah, but then since Bran is on his horse, I don't want to leave him too far behind.
Right.
So
So here's the thing. You're flying now, and it was just chaotic on the ground. You've got all your passengers there. Where are you going to?
North in the direction of Atalanta.
All right. Roz is a little freaked out being this high up.
I will comfort her. I will give the.
I will take the advantage to might as well, since we're up here, start looking at the lay of the land, see what we can see. Right.
Without going really, really high, you can't see Atalanta itself. But you can certainly see that this strange flora and fauna continue in the direction north for quite some time. It doesn't look like it's particularly rough going. It's just a long trip. You do see other flying beasts in the air, some of which are not as big as you. Some of them actually seem to have been taking a little bit of interest in you, but are keeping their distance, and they're quite a distance away. It's possible some of them have riders. You would be able to see this. Nobody else would be without having the incredible dragon sense. You can feel that your 4 passengers are hanging on for dear life. So, where are you going? Just continue to go north?
Just continue to go north, trying not to get too far from Bran and not going super high up, because we want to keep sight of Bran.
Okay. So you're able to finally regroup. I mean, assuming you're going to land eventually before you turn back into a human and call to your deaths. Okay.
Yes, that would be nice.
All right.
Shane was looking to see if Brand had any of the other horses in town.
What was
Let's
that?
see, did any of the other horses actually go
Follow.
in the follow? All right. Let's see. How many horses were there?
6, I
horses.
guess.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
five more, right? Because one is right being ridden by Brand.
Right. So there'd be Thanes, and there'd be Rosalind's, and there'd be Thax, and there would be Crispin's. So there's 4, right? There's 5 people in the party total.
Yeah.
2 of the horses, yeah.
Yeah, no, because Thack died, but he had a horse, so
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so those are the 2 horses. So Crispin's and Rosalind's horse actually end up following Bran. The other 2, God only knows where they actually ended up. As you land, you turn back to human. There's one odd thing. Thack is
Just
with
one?
you. Thack is with you.
Thack is with us?
Apparently, in all this chaos, he climbed onto your back as well.
I thought he was dead.
He looks pretty dead.
Yeah.
He
looks pretty dead? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he's got some pretty horrible injuries. What actually happened was you rolled a 3, which is an entirely different spell or magical effect is cast. And I figured, well, it's only a partial save, so your spell works too, but I had you roll randomly, and you rolled Animate Dead.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Lovely. Okay.
Nice.
Where's somebody
he's now loyal to Parthalion.
Nice. That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
He does. So what it really looks like is a dead Jusimba.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my
A little gray looking,
Oh, well, at least he will consume less rations than when he was, playing Thack. So, we got to look on the bright side here. Yeah.
At this rate, y'all could have gave the food to Pytor in the group. Oh, jeez. Now you don't have to feed him,
Yeah, no, but we've lost rations. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
most of the rations were on the horse. So
yeah, you lost 40% of your rations.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
oh well, but we're alive.
Now you got to double up on some horses too.
Yeah.
Which may slow you down a little bit.
Yeah, well, good thing Parthalion is now in a healthy young body, so he can walk, as opposed to before. So
karma for you.
Yeah.
Lose our rations.
Probably we will go faster on foot than doubling up on horses. Horses just don't do great long distance.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah. Well, at least
are we still in the foliage and whatnot? Plant life still around?
Oh yeah, the flora and fauna. Yeah, they're still pretty bizarre.
Yeah. We still live, most of us. That is.
We're alive. Well, except you. We made it out alive. Yeah.
Yeah, Dak doesn't talk very much anymore.
Occasionally he'll say brains.
Yeah, there you go.
Spicy.
Dead Thack. Excellent.
Right. We did say climb on my back, and he does obey your commands.
Follow the instructions. Yes.
Attack me.
Very good. Very good at following instructions.
Good grief.
Nice.
And has more hit points than they used to. Yeah, okay.
That's excellent.
Crazy.
So and back in the city, you guys have been, I don't know if you missed any of that time, but you guys have kind of gone to ground, and while Thane is healed up, nobody's come looking for you, but there's quite a buzz that the priest Anu was, or the high priest of Anu was assassinated in the temple by people unknown. Not only that, but they managed to kill several city guards. And
shocking. I think the worst thing to do under these circumstances would be to try and leave the city. I believe that we should just, yes, stay as we are. Enjoy the friendship here in the yarn and cow, the dates, the ale, my friends. Are we not all friends here?
Say between passing out and waking up or whatever, I gotta feverishly say, is the word out about
Yes.
the Avenger Bela in town? And he falls over. So he's always trying to inquire on that.
All right. Is there a cellar we can put him in?
Do they know that he's?
Do not talk. Do not talk. All right. Yes. Barkeep, your finest cellar. Put him in it, please. Yes. All right.
Can we put him in the cellar?
Did Jasimba sell a gun as well? Is he wealthy as well?
Yeah, he's got some cash. Right?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, he'll buy a round of drinks and they'll put me in the cellar. It's cool down there anyway, a root cellar.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. It's just like, let's just keep Thane out of sight. And
that's a good policy in general.
Always. Nice.
Well, let's just the guy. Like, I mean, you're like spreading around lots of money. Thane seems to be sick all the time. The guy that owns the yarn and cow is like willing to put your friend in the cellar, like, for a little extra coin.
Yeah, with the fever
guard on or something.
Yes, well, yes, of course. I would like him to be somewhat comfortable, not too comfortable. Don't want him to be, soft. But yes, put him in the cellar. All right, and that's about it. I don't think we should make any sudden moves. I think that the guards will be watching the gates, so any sudden moves to escape the city will be observed. Yes. All right. So yes, the cellar is a fine place for Thane.
Okay. Now, I'll wake up on a pallet of hay every once in a while and pass back out while I'm healing up.
Yes.
Well, and the one thing you notice, a couple things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Next couple of days, you start to hear a lot of talk of the fact that Calgarix has sent out not an army, but like a group of military excursion to go to Vesta.
Okay.
Also, about 2 weeks into the your stay here, Iana disappears, doesn't come back.
That's not good.
I'm kind of hurt.
Like doesn't come back. Doesn't come back for a day, then like another day.
I thought we had a friendship or something going on there.
You're supposed to come back with your date.
Gosh, my dates, yes.
And just unless anybody has something pressing they really want to do, it's about 2.5 weeks now since you've set off. There have been no more like awful attacks on our people in the wilderness,
right?
As they're making their way slowly, hunting. Lots of little small hexa rodents mostly is the best thing you can generally get now. Your other fellows are like hiding out in the city every once in a while. I suppose Thane's in the cellar most of the time. Who knows? Thane you don't feel good. Just staying in the city. The longer you stay here, the worse you feel.
Oh, really? So it's progressively worse. I was going to ask if it was lessening, but
no, you just feel awful.
Yeah, so I'll try to crawl out of the cellar at some point. Kick me back in.
You're calling up from the cellar?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, hopefully they're feeding me or something. Give me water.
I don't know. Are you guys feeding them?
Oh, well, of course. You're not cruel. You're not cruel. No. Feed him well. No, feed him well. Feed him well. Of course. I just want to make sure that you do not cause any more trouble while these.
I'm asking whoever's feeding me and bringing that to get choked back up. getting worse, and all over the cellar floor, and roll back over onto the pallet. My fever's not breaking. It's splattered all over his little.
So after a few days of listening to this,
Few days, yeah.
I finally decide that maybe he might be committed to this act. Not sincere, just committed to this act, and I wish to watch it up close. So I will take a lantern and go down into the cellar and approach him with a bowl of gruel and dates. Dates are like that's a given. There's always dates. Thane, my poor friend. I've been trying to get down here for days now to see you, but they would not let me. How are you? Are you all right?
His eyes are glazed over. He reaches up and paws at your arm. Jothaka, my fever's not breaking. We must leave here. I'm getting worse. I feared death is at hand. Help me pull up, and he's kind of climbing up your arm right now, like, get me up.
All right. Yes. Okay, yes.
Killing me.
Please, not the clothes, please. All right, these are. I just had these. Do not vomit on these clothes. I just had these washed, please.
Okay.
You know how hard it is to get vomit stains out of these colors? This is all right. I'm sorry. So you want to come out of the cellar? Do you?
My head, and he falls back or whatever like that. Yes, we must leave this town.
All right. Very well. Well, against my better judgment, I will.
What have you discovered?
Many.
Do they know that Bella's Avenger has come to free them?
Yes. They're very excited about this.
Yes. Retribution is at hand, and he falls back.
All right. Yes. All right. Very well. Sleep soundly, my prince. Yes, my liberator. Yes. All right. Well then, wipe my hands, and I'll go back up the cellar stairs.
Well, oddly enough.
Oh yes.
Oddly enough, while you're finishing this conversation in the cellar, you hear shouts. Lots of shouts. A big commotion coming from upstairs. Not angry, just like just shouts of amazement and shouts of alarm and shouts of despair.
That's a lot of.
That's worse than angry.
That's a lot of shouts. Yeah,
that's like gnashing of teeth. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
All right.
And you can also feel like kind of like a rumbling.
Oh.
It startles me awake. What is that? What is that? What goes on?
Be still, my heroic friend. I will check this out myself.
Miles away.
Yes.
Our intrepid travelers can also feel the same rumbling. They don't hear the shouts.
This is big.
But we hear plants squeaking and
there are animals running. So a shadow like is cast over our travelers. Something is blocking out the sun, passing over you. Not blocking out all of the sun, but just as if some large object is flying over your heads.
What is that?
Is it a Z ship or?
It is some kind of large vessel flying through the air, and not just one, but there's four that you can see out there in the desert. Four of these like grayish black ships with guns sticking out of them at all kinds of odd angles.
Oh shit!
Bizarre flashing lights. And
four of them. And the
four in the desert, yes,
are shaking the ground basically.
Yeah, they're fairly high up.
But we don't really recognize what they are.
You do not.
Where we're from.
No, it's just
Yeah, no markings, and they're gray black.
Yeah.
So we really haven't seen the Z. The Z armor is red, but we haven't really seen any ships or anything.
Yeah, this is something I rolled for randomly weeks ago. And told me this is day 17.
Nice.
What happens on day 17.
Outside of game, we looked through that little portal, I think, and saw some ships on the horizon before we came here. So that may ring a bell. Not for Shang or Crispin.
Yeah.
And over the city, the same thing is happening. There's ships passing over.
Wow.
They're not landing in the city.
But they're
Are they? They're not doing any violence though, or nothing like that.
They're not doing any violence at this point.
Okay.
You gotta get up there to find out. I'm in my bunker.
You'll be in your bunk. Oh my god.
In my bunker, yeah.
Well, I don't want to be too hasty about this. I mean,
You must go.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Is there some sort of is there a guard running by or someone like?
Oh, there's people running by, and there's actually alarms being raised in the city.
Great. I will grab someone who looks somewhat like they know what they're doing and say, "Quick, go find out what's going on."
Cats and dogs sleeping together is crazy.
Cats and dogs living in sin.
Yeah. It looks at you like you're absolutely out of your mind, and then runs.
All right. Okay. Well, I will. Oh gosh. Okay. Can I? I'll get Thane. I will pick up Thane and.
Thane rolls out of his head and falls onto the cellar floor.
Come. We must go.
Help me up here. Where's my armor? Did you retrieve my armor?
Oh yes. It's over here. We'll go get it. Please come.
Okay.
Come.
I stumbled toward it or whatever.
Yes, it's just a little further over here. Let's go.
Oh, right there.
Yes, follow me. Yes.
Upstairs.
A little closer. You're getting warmer. Please follow. Yes.
All this racket, and we undo the little cellar door. What do we see?
They see these giant ships, flying overhead.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Yes.
Everybody's freaking out in a tizzy.
Yep.
And now is it like rumbling so much? Plates and dishes are falling all over the place. And
Yeah.
pictures. Says chaos.
Yeah.
Any cracks in the masonry or whatever?
No, not quite like that.
Okay.
A couple of the gun turrets of the city are being pointed at these ships, the ones that are generally used to repel dark attacks, but nobody's actually fired.
Oh, that's interesting. What's well, I'm not really there, but what has been do they know what's been going on with the Temple of Anu? I mean, has a new high priest been appointed, or
now what
those are questions these people did not know. So far, nobody's mentioned that.
Okay, yeah.
I could ask what about their characters in the city?
Oh, but Calgarix is still there. So if Calgarix was a worshiper of Anu and they're targeting the ships are not friendly to Anu. So that's pretty good. Isn't it?
I hope so.
Maybe. Well, this sounds like a good cliffhanger.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. The actual this was a very surprising to me that this was going to happen. Like, I rolled to see when it was going to happen, and if it turned out it was the 17 days, but I literally rolled, and I'll have to tell you what later on, what die roll actually prompted this. I had to roll this die roll back when you guys were in the cave.
No way.
The caves of hell. And there was eight possible outcomes that could happen, and I rolled this particular one. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Wow.
So, I did not make us. This is something that was surprised me, and I'm like, okay, well, I wonder when this is going to happen, and it just happened. So I wish I could tell you what's going on, but you'll find out.
Yeah.
That whole session made me sick.
Well, that's half the fun, right? Is the DM being surprised too, right? So.
Yeah. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
You guys realize we're about 1, 2, 3 weeks away from having been playing this game for a year, right?
Really?
Wow.
Already?
Yes.
Damn.
I got our first session here marked as June 27th.
Wow.
Of
Yeah, that's
2018.
right, because I've been here probably nearly a year, I guess, since I moved. About 10 months, I think.
Was it
So,
really that long since you moved?
Yeah, time flies, bro, I guess.
Holy mackerel! We were playing Blood and Bone like just before this, I think. Eh?
That's pretty awesome. We've been playing this game for that that many sessions, and the next one's gonna be 20th.
Yeah. I got on my calendar that Jose and I played Blood and Bone on June 12th of last year.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's remarkable.
Yeah, because y'all were doing the Farford and Gray Mountain.
Jeez, man.
And those
June last year was just. I'm just looking at my notes here. I mean, June last year was just like one game after another, day after day.
Yeah.
11th, 12th, 13th, 15th, 17th. It was like crazy.
Nice.
Those creatures were tougher than I imagined they would be. Well, I knew they were going to be pretty tough. The ones that you guys have faced in the desert, or they were actually they're actually inspired by the remake of the Conan movie, I think.
I figured that was.
Yeah.
I remember them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's true.
And they eventually die, but it's yeah.
Yeah. So, are we going to say that next time we play is going to be our 1-year anniversary?
Yeah.
Okay.
A new versary.
Anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Nice.
That's so awful. It's good. It's good. We'll have to use that. We'll have to use that.
Happy anniversary.
Happy
anniversary.
I just can't believe that Thane assassinated the high priest and lived.
I know.
Yes.
Dude, I can't believe I rolled 2 17s like that. And
Yeah,
2 8s.
rolled 2 8s, you know.
2 8s.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. And are we saying 2 weeks? 2 weeks from now?
No, I think I'm good for next week actually, because this was an off week with my group, so we're good for next week.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, the 21st would be the 1st year anniversary. 21st session. It's blackjack, you know.
All right. Well, I'm good for next week. If you guys want to do next week, that's fine.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, I can do
sure.
it.
I can do it.
I can do it.
Do it.
Hey, you guys.
Do it.
And we split the party and like a major event's happening, and you guys are nowhere near each other.
I know.
Yeah, if we can have
We're not together for our anniversary.
There you go.
It's so sad.
There was only a way for you guys to communicate with each other.
I don't know.
If only there were a way. Yeah.
Al Garrett and what's your other character, Jose? He was trying to figure out how to bring into the city.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I'm trying to figure that out.
We could theoretically.
Well, it was hysterical to me. I'm watching the last game, and Eli's saying, I'll send you a private message, like how like Jusimba can look for the other characters. Jusimba had no interest in doing anything except eating dates and pretending to do recon. Probably the most dangerous thing that's going to happen to Jusimba is going back and saying, "So what have you been doing all this time?"
Eating some bad dates is about
He's been getting some poundage.
Yeah, coming back looking like a few pounds heavier,
That big thing, though, to use Josimba's body as an undead following, that's crazy. That worked out.
That was one of those
cool.
weird things. I'm thinking, what could
That's
different.
that might be a little disturbing to me, as Jusimba, to see my former body slowly rotting away. That might really kind of have some adverse effects on my psyche, right? So.
Well, let's hope you guys get back together and he doesn't get killed again.
Yeah, you'll be suffering some lamentations at that point.
Yeah. And Rosalind almost started too. Everybody that's associated with you guys eventually just dies. You guys somehow managed to hang on, but everybody else meets horrible, horrible deaths.
You know what? It's good to have hobbies. That's what I say. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
It was. Thanks, man.
It was.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
Even the moments of horror watching Thane.
And everybody's like, "Oh my God, what is he doing this crap again?"
It was fantastic. All right, well, there we go. We're stopping.
Put him in a